Okay, connect over here. Let's go. We are live. Hello. Sorry for the unknown time. I didn't know that I had to go live by 4 today. That is 5:30. Yeah, 5:30. Yeah, I didn't know that. If I would have known that, I would have updated you last night itself. Like before me going, I would have updated you regarding the time. But since today there will be some time changes. Like on Wednesday itself there will be time changes. Like there won't be any 4 hour 3 hour of stream. There will be 2 hours of streams continuously. Like it will go by 11 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and 5 to 7, 5 to 7 or 5 to 8, something kind of like that. Okay, so just for today, bear with me. And it is totally fine. Like I am going live on a very unexpected time, so all the people, if they miss out something, there is always an option of you can just drag that line. This wait a second. Yeah, you can just scroll a little behind and then you can start watching again, so you won't be missing anything of it. You won't be missing any of those stuffs and any of those stuffs. Okay, so let's just begin our live. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the brand new live stream with a brand new time as well on the Cheesybit and Zbit platform. My name is Yash Pawar and I am a host which will be taking you to the journey on the crypto world. You have been seeing me from so long time, or the new people who don't know me, trust me, I am the best like friend. I'm not gonna say I'm a teacher. Okay, I don't know how to teach. I'm a very friendly guy who knows how to convince a friend, who know how to teach a friend, not student but a friend. So consider me a friend, because I right here has become nothing else than a tour guide for yourself. What is a tour guide? I have been taking you from the journey, because everyone who wants to do the trading into the cryptocurrencies, into stock market, into the indices, into the commodities, wherever you start trade, you need to begin a journey. So obviously you need a tour guide for your journey to start. And I am that tour guide for you. Nothing else than that. I'm not an expert, not a teacher, not a this, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I'm a few steps ahead than you, more than few steps ahead than you. But apart of that, we all are same. Okay, it's just that you don't have some of those knowledge which I have already. You don't have some of those mastery which I have it. And there is no such thing that you cannot gain what I have already. That's why I have created a whole roadmap journey for each and every one of you out there who wants to start a crypto journey, who want to start a trading journey. See, trading, the chart, like when we know about a trading, it's just a chart. It's just those candles, those green, those red, making the chart patterns, making use of an indicator. Use of an indicator for a beginner is okay. I'm not denying it. In the starting, I also asked you use it. But when you get into a real trading, when you are not just analyzing anything, but you are taking a trade, like from that present candle. Okay, present continuous, sorry. From that present continuous candle, not the one before it, the candle which is happening right now. You will feel one very simple thing, that at that place, the indicator doesn't work that much, because indicator is actually calculating the backside, the past of the candle. It is calculating an average amount of the volume, average amount of the supply, average amount of the demand, average amount of the price, average amount of a lot of things, depending on what that indicator is for. For example, I will tell you RSI indicator. RSI indicator is meant to calculate an overbought situation and oversold situation. It calculates at at what level the price it is at the maximum point, and from here we can see a price can fall. May, it's not definite thing that it will fall, but it is a may situation. Other than this thing, the indicator, whatever they tell us, like if they indicate us something, it is not 100% sure that we have to exactly follow those. There are very few times the indicator works. Maximum times they don't work according to the things we like. Like for example, they will, like, even I have made a videos regarding indicator. They have to be taught in that way only. Like the crossover happens, you buy. The crossover doesn't happen, you don't buy. The crossover happened, if its line is wide, that means the strength is good. And at the time when it again comes to an end, sell it. But it gives us very maybe situations. We can actually calculate more better via strategy, via the tools, via all those short position, long position tools, the percentage calculator and all those things. We can do it much more better than the indicator. Indicator, yes, it gives us some kind of, like, see, for a beginner, we need a confidence boost. For example, if you are just learning to drive a cycle, for example, at that time, you need what? You need a courage. You need a support. That support may be of your father, mother, whoever is holding your bicycle, and the courage, like, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. And you are actually doing it. Can you see yourself, and blah, and blah, and blah, blah, blah. That is the thing what a courage and a support does. It gives us confidence that yes, I can walk on my own now. I can drive cycle on my own now. That is a simple thing. The indicators are meant to give you courage and support at the time where you are needed, not to be dependent on that factor or on those things. So it is very okay if you are not using indicator, because I suggest you not to use indicator. For some confirmation, fine. But for a bigger stuff, you don't have to. For the bigger stuff, you just need to have strategies with you. You need to understand the price actions. You need to understand the way the market is going. You need to analyze the market. Just a second. You just need to analyze a market, nothing else than that. So in my whole roadmap, I have taught you regarding, like, if you are new over here, I have begun a journey which is still going on. I'm not saying the journey has ended. We are started from the zero, and we are reaching to a point where we are every day enhancing our skills, because crypto market knowledge is, or a trading knowledge, like just reading the chart, understanding the chart pattern analyst and all those things, are not just like you read once and that's it. No. Every day you have to sharpen your skills. Every day you have to consume some new knowledge, or because one thing is very sure in the market. If there is no surety in the indicator, if there is no surety in the candles, if there is no surety in the chart pattern as well. But there is one thing which is very sure in the market, that the market is very, very abnormal. Market works very abnormally. We can never ever predict the market to its 100% level. To its 100%, I'm asking. Some people may can see like I can predict market by 80%. What does this 80% means? This 80%, 70%, 60% means one and very simple thing. For example, if you are taking a 10 trades you are taking, and out of that, how many times you are successful, how many times are you facing loss, that is equals to your percentage of understanding the market. For example, if I take a trade and I'm feeling like 10 trade I take, and out of those 10 trade I am failing 2 times and I'm winning 8 times. That makes 80% is my win rate and 20% I couldn't predict my market. Similarly, 60%, 6 out of those 10 trades, 6 trade is my profit trade. Doesn't matter. It might be small profit, big profit, or very small profit, doesn't matter. Profit is a profit. Okay. And loss is a loss. If that's a big loss, small loss, doesn't matter. It will be calculated in a loss only. For example, if my one profit is I am making $10,000 and I'm in the other profit, I'm just making $10, they both are counted as a profit only. Like you achieved the goal in the market. That's all. You thought it will go up, it will go up. Now going up in what percentage doesn't matter. You thought it will go up and it went up. That's your win over there. Okay. So that is a win rate and the loss rate. Like that's why the people say I understand 80% of the market, 20% of the time, and blah 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 blah. Stop. Okay. After that, what else you need to understand as a beginner in the market? It's that there are certain things which you need to really understand, not the exact knowledge. I'm not saying that you need to have an exact, like, what is this, what is this, what is this. No, you don't need to know those kind of stuff. You need to understand the basic psychology of candles, how they are forming, who is making them form, like from like scratch, how a candle forms. What is this opening price, closing price, highest point the market reached, lowest point the market reached? Because a candle has four basic concepts: open, close, H, L. Okay, if I go in order, that is H, L, open, H, open, close, L. Because H will be the highest point the market reached, opening price will be somewhere in the between, then comes our closing price, and then L will be the lowest point the market reached. The H and the L is there by the representation of upper wick and the representation of lower wick. Okay. After that, why you need to understand the candles? Because candles is a representation of how many people are taking trade in a market. How many people are going for the buy side? How many people are going for the sell side? That is a representation of a market inflow and outflow. What is inflow and outflow? Inflow and outflow is one and very basic thing. Inflow is how much money is invested in the market right now. Outflow is how much people took their profit and when that money came out of the market. That is a basic simple understanding of inflows and the outflow. Okay, so the candle helps you analyze the strength, psychology of the market and the people as well. Sometimes there are very small candles, sometimes there are very big candles. Small and big candle represents the strength of the market. If there is a small candle, then that means that the people who are trading right now is very less, or they are those people who are investing very least amount. Two scenario comes. One, the quantity of people is less, that's why there is a very small candle, or the investment they are putting, like XYZ amount they are investing, that is also less. That is a representation of small candles. But whenever there is a big candle, that means it gives you two scenarios. We cannot predict which one is that. Okay, we will always be in the confusion if it is this or that. Like I told you, the small candle has two scenarios. Either there are less people or there is a less investment. You just by looking at the candle, you cannot know how many people are there or how much money, how much investment is there. No, we can predict it by the movement of that candle, by how many ticks that candle is moving. 100 ticks, 200 ticks, 50 ticks, 10, 20 and blah blah XYZ. Ticks is basically how much the market moved from one place to the another. For example, if the candle opened at 10 rupee, how far it is going and closing. If it is closing in the green side, that is basically your bull candle. If the market is going up, at that point we will see from that 10 rupee how much money was gained in that candle. 10 to 20, maybe 30, maybe 40, maybe 50. That is the price we can check. Similar for the red side, that is your bear candle, red candle. The open will be here and the close will be down because the market is going down from here. So again, the ticks will depend on how much price the market lost. 10 to maybe 8 to maybe 9 to maybe 7 to 6 to 5. That is the ticks. Okay, how much percentage the market went and how much time and blah 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 XYZ the market went up or market went down. That is a very basic simple thing. Now, like I was talking you about the big candles. Big candles are there to tell you regarding two stuffs. First, the strength, which is also called as volume. Okay, volume and strength can be very similar. Volume is basically how many people are there right now in the market, the quantity of the people in the market. So, but it is a very confusing thing. I will explain you in my, like, if you stay connected with me, I will also explain you why it is confusing. First, let's understand the basics. Then we will slowly, we will go to the advanced level. Big candle tells us two things. One, the strength of the buyers or seller, depending on the color of the candle. If it's a green candle, then the strength of buyers. If it is a red candle, then the strength of seller. Big candle tells us about that the strength of either buyer or seller is good, or there is or. It's not slash, it is or. Two things are happening at the same time. Either it is this, either it is that. They both cannot happen at the same time. Okay. Or the investment right now over here in the big candle is a lot. Comparing, I will explain you that concept a little later. Okay. Stay with me. It's the investment is a lot, which means the investment in this, for example, will be, let's say, 1 crore, 2, just for example, okay, this is very minimal amount. This is like 1 crore, 2 crore is like nothing for the crypto market. Nothing. It is like nothing. If you say, like if the market spits, it will spit more than millions, more than 100 million, 200 million, it can spit out of his mouth. If he can spit. Okay, that is just a comparison I'm giving to you. Like the 1 crore, 2 crore is like nothing for the market. Nothing. Like it's like nothing for the market. It cannot move. It cannot do anything. It cannot make any movement. It cannot make any prove their point. It cannot prove their any of those worth. Nothing. 1 crore is like nothing in the market. And now the big candle, here may be an investment of more than 100 crore, more than 200 crore, more than 1000 crore. There is no limit to it. I gave you a starting of 100 crore. That is also very minimal, but just an idea for you to understand. Okay. So that is the big candle tells you. That's why we need to understand the candle patterns. How many patterns are there? What do they represent? What are the psychology behind that? Because understanding the psychology of buyers and sellers is the epic thing which we need for the understanding the market. If we don't understand the sentiments of the buyers or the sellers, then we cannot understand the market. Because like the market is run by who? For a very beginner knowledge, like right now, I will say people, but once I will take you little advanced, I will also tell you that even the people are not running the market. Okay. Just for right now, basic knowledge, I will just tell you this one thing, that yes, the market is run by who? The market is run by the people's investment. Okay. Understand this one thing for just a basic thing. Once we go further, we'll go on breaking the ice and we'll go on discovering more and more ancient stuffs. Okay. After that, like I was telling you regarding what? Understanding the sentiments of buyers or the sellers. Why? Because there is one thing which stays, even that doesn't stay common. There are so many loopholes in the market which you will understand only if you go on little advanced level. For the basic level, those like if I tell you that thing right now, if I want to tell you those things right now, but it feels like saying lie to you. Like I'm lying to you, because in the realistic world of the trading, those stuffs never works. Never. But still, as for the understanding of just right now situation, let's understand that. The market run by people. Market doesn't have any money other than your investment, which is a true lie, but still, just for understanding how the market works. Whenever there is a heavy investment in the market, there is a structure, three structures are there in the market: uptrend, downtrend, sideways trend. Okay. Uptrend is basically when the market goes up. Downtrend is basically when the market goes down. Sideways is basically when the market stays in one true range. Now, what is a range? Range is basically, for example, this is 100, this is 200. Okay. Now the market is just doing up, like going to 200, coming down to 100 again, going to 200, coming down to 100 again, going to 200, coming down to 100 again. What is happening? The market is just moving in that one specific range. From 100 to 200, the market is moving ahead, moving ahead, moving ahead slowly. We call that thing as a range market or as a sideways market. Understood? Cool. Let's move a little slow. After understanding three stages of the market: up, down, side. And trend is what trend the market is following. Is it going in up? Trend is basically, you saw like before there was a there was a skinny jeans trend, then became the baggy jeans trend, then became the oversized, then became the extreme oversized, and all those things. So you understand, we are following one specific trends over here. So similar to that, markets also follow trends. Okay. Trend is just what they are following, nothing else. Now you understood three trends of the market. After understanding the three trends of market, you need to understand one thing. As per the book law, as per the bookish knowledge, they say never ever take a trade opposite to your trend, which is a true fact actually. But at the same point, when you understand the little dark side of the market, then it's a no as well. Dark side is explored when you are in an advanced level. Dark side is not explored when you are not in advanced level. Otherwise, it will make you more confusing, because books are saying something and the reality is saying something. It's the same way like when we learned in the schools, like the knowledge they provided, the subject they said, and all those things like English, maths, blah, 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 blah. Whatever knowledge has been provided to 1 to 10 school, that was what? A basic. Once we went to a little 11th, 12th, a little higher advanced physics, higher advanced mathematics came to our life, then we understood one thing, that whatever we used to do is true, but at the same point it is not applicable over here. You must have heard about a lot of physics, that there is a quantum physics. If you might have heard about this thing, quantum physics always challenges our advanced level physics. Physics, advanced and quantum. There are 3 layers. Quantum physics denies whatever is in the advanced level. Not all of it, some of it. You taught us in this way, but if I give you a different explanation, we understand the same thing in a different way. The quantum physics, for example, I just want to tell you, in physics, we are considered as a mass. We have object, we have opaque. Nothing can pass through us. Okay, nothing can pass. Like even if I have to try to pass my finger from my thumb, it is not possible. But according to the quantum physics, it is possible, because quantum physics says there is a string theory in the quantum physics. It says that we are actually everything in this world is actually a string. String is like the vibrating strings. Like when you how would I explain? I don't have any those kind of stuff. You have seen those small wire. If you just give a flick to it, it vibrates so much, like zzz, stuff kind of. They vibrate so much, and it feels like they are two at the same point. Like one is here, and there is something in between which is going on, passing by. It's one, but it is at that speed that it is making that feel that it is at two different places. That is a string. Okay. So Everybody of us is vibrating. We all have our unique way of vibration. We all have a unique vibrations. Okay. If we understand our vibration, if we master our vibration, there are chances that me can face through that opaque wall. Because obviously, like string theory says, everything on this world has a vibration. If that is a vibration, if I accept his vibration, my vibration, and if I can make it at the same point, if I manipulate my vibration according to the wall's vibration, I can phase through it directly. You might have heard this same physics applied on the Flash. You understand Flash? Flash is that superhero who goes on the epic speed. Okay. So whenever a Flash has to actually cross the wall, what he does, he vibrates himself in that way that he is actually phasing through that wall. So at an extreme, that level, it is possible. But on the human level, like I won't say it is not possible. It is possible, but not yet discovered, explored, or tried. Okay. So you understand one thing? Like there are few things which have been taught to us in a basic level, which can be challenged in an advanced level. That's the exact thing what I wanted to explain. In the basics of the trading, there are so many lies which you need to understand, which you need to understand to understand the advanced level. If you don't know about these mass, opaque, we are a solid, we are not in the liquid or air state which we can just phase through each other or something. We are a solid, we cannot phase. This is a basics understanding of us. But if you vibrate, if we just add a little physics to it, then we can make it happen as well. So this is a basic understanding of you telling ki like understand the basics just for a knowledge, not as this is what is gonna happen. No. Every candle pattern which you will see in the market won't be exactly the way it should be. For example, hammer candle pattern, the most common candle pattern, and it's something looks like a hammer, something like this. Okay, it is said to be a hammer candle is said to be a bullish candle. Said, this is as per the knowledge, it is said that this is called as bullish candle. But at the same point, not every time it gives, it is said like it will be on a downtrend, like something like this, market is coming down, and once you see a hammer pattern, it will go up as well. According to basic knowledge, yes. According to the advanced level knowledge, no. This thing is not all time true. Sometimes it will again go down, or sometimes you can see this candle, the hammer candle, been made for so many times and no reversal is there. No, not a single one. So basic knowledge and advanced level knowledge have this one thing in common, that whatever has been taught in the basic knowledge doesn't happen actually exactly in those way in the advanced level, which is the reality of the market. Now, this candlesticks pattern, if you combine the candles, becomes chart pattern. Understanding a chart pattern as well. Where did this candle pattern, chart pattern came up is basically one thing, that is understanding of the market from a very starting point. Once something there is a new, we observe it a lot of time. Even when right now we have to make an entry point for buy or for sell or for anything, we have to observe what is going to happen, how is going to happen, and blah blah thing, and then only we can know. So there are people who analyst, we call them analyst actually. So there are people, analysts, who have been examining this crypto market, or to be very precise, because at the end every genre of the market, like crypto, stock, index, commodity, comes under one common thing, that is the chart. A chart containing candles, bars, chart patterns, tools, and blah blah stuffs. These are the stuffs which is a common in between every of them. If you understand this common thing, you are understanding the every of those things. It is not like crypto chart is little different. Yes, some features are different. Features are basically, if I have to tell you that the crypto market, how it differs from the stock market, one very simple thing. That is volatility in the crypto market is too much. Instability, uncertainty. Understand? Instability, uncertainty. We never know what is going to happen the next in the market. We cannot never, like, I don't think so people can ever predict it, even the 80% of the crypto market or even the 70% of the crypto market, because a lot of the time there are lot major swings, reversals, and oh, it's just very hot. I'm just going to turn on the AC and I'll come. Back. I am back, people. So, as a journey from basics to advanced level, we have to understand this one very specific thing, that the chart patterns, candlestick patterns, and all of those things which we analyze, the price action as well. The higher high price action is basically higher high, higher low for an uptrend, lower low, lower high for the downtrend. Sideways market, there is no price action for that. Okay, so in those things, when it will change, how it will change, this is very unstable in the crypto market. In the stock market, there is not that much volatility. Price range from where, like, very rarely a market of a stock, like in a stock market, very rarely a market can move from like, for example, if it's 1,000, it will not go 4,000 like this, or it will not fall from 4,000 like this. It is very difficult in the stock market because that's a very stable market. Crypto market is very new. But at the same point, crypto market is a greatest potential you can ever have. It is considered to be a digital gold. To be just to tell you that, yes, it is considered to be a digital gold. Why it is hot? Why it is still hot? It is considered to be a digital gold. Okay, we were understanding the basics. Sorry. So on the basic level, these are the things, candle patterns. You can see on my live stream, like I have talked about. I won't go in the more detail because I have already created those videos. Candlestick patterns, you can go and check out every of those, like useful. I won't be telling you those ones. Like if you want to search, there are more than 100, more than 200 candlestick patterns. Do you need to understand everything? No, because it doesn't make a sense in everything. Okay, so you need to understand all those candlestick patterns. Whichever is very useful is on my live stream, like on my live stream thing. Like you just go on CheesyBit, go on the live stream section, and then you can find out all those things right there. After that, from going to the live stream things, you can just come and watch the chart patterns as well, combining all the candles. Like I told you, like the before, people who were the analysts, they were observing market, how market works, what is happening, and blah and blah and blah. And whenever we see some things, we name it. That's why they named it as a chart patterns. There are W patterns, double top but double bottom, pennant, bullish pennant, round top, and blah blah blah. There are so many things which you need to actually understand so that you can have a major understanding regarding the market. Okay, after understanding the candlesticks, after understanding the chart pattern, then you have to enter to check. See, indicator is an option. For a beginner, it is a necessity. But again, I will be saying that indicator is an option. If you want to understand indicator, fine. If you don't want to understand indicator, that is also fine. What should be your priority? Your priority should be understanding the price action of the market. How the price action happens, when the price action changes its course. Course is basically trend, like how when it changes its trend from one price action of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low to lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. When it changes its, how it changes its directions and all those things, that is what you need to understand. After that, you need to know strategies. Strategies is that one thing which will be the most helpful for you in taking a trade. Indicator, I will tell, like indicator might be the last thing you should have for taking a trade, because like even if you just go, I'm not just blabbing something, okay, even if you just go and check out any of those people like expert and all those people, majorly they will be using EMA, that is exponential moving average. This is a line to calculate an average price of the market, okay. And other than that, I don't think so they are using any of those indicators to check anything. Yes, for confirmation, just to like see if it is not depending. I'm asking you not to be dependent on something. I'm asking you to just check it for a confirmation. That is cool. But understanding it for in that way, I should be like, when the indicator gives me signal, I have to go. When the indicator gives me signal, I don't have to go. That is not a good sign. That is actually not a good sign for if you want to really have a profit in your account, your wallet. If you want to be a successful trader, then indicator will be the last thing suggested to you for. Like it will give you more of a quality. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. It works, but less time. That is the issue there. More of the time we will be seeing a false actions. More of the time we will be seeing false in signals, where if it says crossover and we enter, we feel face loss. Those are the times as well, because one thing you need to understand, that the indicator is not calculating the future. Indicator is calculating the past, whatever has happened before. Okay, now let me just make you understand regarding, this was the basics. Till now I just told you basics, which you can see on my live stream episodes, videos and all those things. Now I want to tell you regarding a little advanced thing. Why I say that like it was a lie and whatever. Let's understand that why I said it. Okay, till here you understood a very little bit, a basic knowledge, which you can, I don't want to go in detail because it's already in my platform. That's why I'm not going there. You can go and check out all those things later as well. Okay, so now when I said to you about like a small candle has two conditions: less strength or less investment. These are the two conditions for a small candle, right? Yeah. And a big candle, also two condition: greater strength. Strength is basically volume, the number of people in the candle, okay, and greater investment. Now let's understand little in advanced level. According to the advanced level of trading, when you understand this small candle, I will make it little down. Yeah, this small candle have more than 1 lakh people. 1 lakh is like the most minimum amount I'm telling you. Okay, more than 1 lakh people. More like greater than 1 lakh people in this small candle. Now you will be having so many questions like 1 lakh people, even they invest 10,000, that would be so much money. But again, I told you one thing in the very starting, that market is, if you just understand the market cap, let's just see like what is today's market cap of crypto. Market cap of Bitcoin today. What's that amount? 2.08 trillion. That's the today's market cap. 2 trillion. Let's just even delete this thing, which is also a very huge amount, but still for understanding, let's just delete it. 2 trillion is the market cap of today's market. Now understand this one thing, if there is a true trillion in the market, 2 trillion, and from there if people are investing 1 crore and all those things, not every 1 lakh people are investing 1 crore, to be very honest, okay? Because according to the according to the advance, like I was telling you, let's just have this number over here. I will come back to this number little later because I have to explain you this concept to make you understand this. Okay, so 1 lakh people are there in the market, for which makes a small candle, and then there is this big candle which is made by hardly let's make it a little small so I can make. Which is made by hardly 2 to 3 people. Not all the time, again, not all the time, but majority of the time. Big candle made by, it's not lakh over here. Like I put 1 lakh people, it is just 2 to 3 people. Just. There is no lakh behind it, there is no 1,000 behind it, and blah, nothing. It is just 2 to 3 people making a big candle and 1 lakh people making a small candle. That's why I said to you, understanding the advanced level makes you think about the market in a different way. Same way, when you understand the normal physics and you go to the quantum one makes you understand the world, the reality in a different way. Same way, the advanced level of trading makes you understand the trading in a different way. Now, this small candle is us. This is us. Those are called retailers in the market. Retailers. We are the retail investors. We don't invest like with a huge amount. We are just there in the market. Okay, just there. I also told, okay, I will come back to that point. It's just too early for you. I will come back to that point. So this is us, the small candle. Now out of those, what is the difference between these two people? Why this just 2 to 3 people? Who are those 2 to 3 people? We'll also get back to it. But let's just first understand our side. Who are this? What is us? And all. Let me just delete it for once, and we'll understand us first. Okay. Cool. Let's divide us. Us come from, first, crypto is a global. Whole earth is doing the trading. I mean, like those who are exposed to the trading, not exactly the whole earth, but it is available for the whole earth, world population. Okay, out of those we have seen one thing, that us, or I love to call us crowd as well. Okay, we are just a crowd. People call us retailers, but actually we are a crowd. We are the general people, the crowd. Us, the crowd, we don't have money, and we have like if you just elaborate one stuff into, if like zoom in, there will be so much deeper you will go. Same way, if you just zoom in the crowd, I'm not saying they're not rich people in it, but rich in our mentality. A person who have never seen a lakh, and if some other people comes with a lakh, obviously will think he's a rich. Now, for that person who has a lakh, and the next person comes who has crore in his bank account, the lakh person will think he is a rich. Now that crore person sees another person who is having 10 crore in his account, this 1 crore people will think that 10 crore is a rich. Now this 10 crore people sees someone who is having 50 crore in his house or in bank account, then this 10 crore guy will think like this 50 crore is richer than me. 50 crore to 60 to 70 to 100, like the cycle goes on. For a poor person, everybody is a rich, but for a rich person, he knows exactly that in a line, there are so many people ahead of me. So many. For example, I just want to tell you, like, see, 10 rupee I'm saying, I'm not saying crore and blah blah shit. 10 rupee and 50 rupee, what's the difference? 40 rupee, we don't see anything. It's like nothing for us. Like 10 to 50 is like, it's fine bro, it's just 40 rupees is the distance. Understand? Now understand the distance between 10 crore and 50 crore. There is a 40 crore distance in his 40 crore. It is not like this. It is not a 10 rupee. It is not a penny amount. It is a 40 crore. Okay. So he knows, a person who has 10 crore, he knows how difficult it is to earn more 40 crore to be at the level what that other person is right now. So you understand, we retailers have a lot of diversity within us. Not everybody is same over here. Not everybody has the same amount of mentality, investment, capital, XYZ. We are not same. Retailers are also those persons who are investing 10,000 rupees, INR. 10,000 INR. Retailer is also that person who is investing 10 crore INR. Understand? According to the crypto market, okay, I'm gonna listen to your shit today. Okay. It's great actually. I was first welcome Rajesh and Ramla. If you have noticed this thing, that our stream has started way back. We are actually starting from today. It is gonna be 4 hours of stream. Okay. So first, it is what it is. Second, our stream timing will start from 4 to 8. Yeah, 4 to 8 is a stream timing. And today I thought about, let me just, like, there are so many people who might be coming new to this stream, or even those people who are being us from very start. I wanted to tell them and make them understand the difference between what? Yes, it has happened. The eclipse is on my head now. It has happened. Okay. So By the way, just like if you are just here, I just want to tell you this one thing, that four hours I'm not gonna stay, but actually it's just like for now it is 4 hour. Maybe from the next week to next week, maybe from just like when me and Nida both are here, there are the things like we'll going on the shifts, like first 2 hours and then again 2 hours, like 2 hours, 2 hours. Okay, that can be the thing, not the continuous 4 hour, but we'll divide it into first 2 hours and then again 2 hours. So it won't be that much hectic as well. You don't have to stay for hours. It's like 2 hours, 2 hours. In total it is 4 hours. Yeah, I know. But same. It won't be continuous 2 hours. It will be divided. So today I was making you understand regarding like what is the difference between the basic knowledge. Today just speak something which I can understand. Yeah, that's what I was doing today. Actually, I was thinking of like making people understand what is the difference between the basic bookish knowledge, which is there everywhere, and what is the reality of the market. These two things I was explaining them. Okay, so I didn't like, if you want to listen from the starting, you can just scroll back, but if you can continue from here, it is totally fine as well. Okay, I didn't go that much deep. I just made them realize some basic concept, refresh their basic concept. Now I'm making them ahead in the reality zone, like what actually happens in the market. It's very similar. I've explained them into the same scenario, like it's very similar to the physics and the quantum physics. Physics tells us one thing, quantum physics tells us a different thing. Quantum physics challenges the traditional way of thinking in the physics. Same way, advanced level of the reality, not even advanced, giving it name becomes very that superior thing, but it is actually just a reality of the market is very different than the book knowledge of the market. That is the only thing what I'm gonna do today. I'm making you understand the reality of the market and telling you how much lies is actually there in the bookish knowledge, which should be there. Like, I cannot just question it. It is what it is kind of stuff. Like, the bookish knowledge is there because it needs to be there, and the reality of the market is there because it actually needs to be there. It's just the way you have to look should be a little different. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, let's just start. Cool. So like I was telling you all people, okay. According to the basic knowledge, there is a big candle, there is a small candle. According to the basic knowledge, the big candle says that the volume of the candle of volume in the market over here is great. What is volume? Volume is basically number of people in the market, nothing else. Number of the people went for the buy side, or number of people went for the downside, that is red, that is being bear. So big candle doesn't matter the color, if it's a green or red, whatever. The volume will be greater or the investment will be greater. These are the two factors. For the small candle, two factors. Volume will be less. Less people in the market right now. Or less investment, less money invested in the market. These are the basic concept. Now I was explaining you how it differs from the reality of the market. According to the reality of the market, this small candle has greater than 2 lakh people. More than, this is just a very minimal to minimal amount I gave you. It will be bigger. Why it will be bigger? Because first thing you need to understand, whole earth have access to crypto market. It is not for one specific region, one specific country, one specific something. It is a global market. Understand this factor first. Okay. Now globally, more than 2 lakh, for global 2 lakh is nothing. But we have to understand this one thing as well. When we say global, doesn't mean that everybody is exposed to the trading. We have to understand that as well. So more than 2 lakh people are actually in this small candle, and just 2 to 3 people are there in the big candle. According to the basic knowledge, big candle which means big people are there, means like a lot of people are there. Wrong. In the reality, it doesn't happen. According to the basic knowledge, they said the small candle has very less people. Wrong. In the reality, there are more people in the small candles. Now we will understand how it is working and why it is. Okay, let me just first delete the upper face. We'll understand everything little by little. First we'll focus on the small candles. Okay, now understand one thing, that what is retailer and what is a range of a retailer. Okay, for example, if I have 10,000, I have 10,000 and I see a person has 50,000, I will think that this guy is richer. Okay, now let's bring 50,000 guy. Now 50,000 guy can see that there is 2 lakh in other people's account. 50,000 will think 2 lakh person is richer. Let's bring 2 lakh guy here. Now this 2 lakh guy can see that there is crore in someone's account here. He's richer than him. Now let's bring him back. Now a crore can see, for example, if he has 1 crore. If he can see that there is 20 to 30 crore in some other people's account, 10 crore will think that that guy is rich. Let's bring back here. Now this 2 to 3 crore guy can see that there is some 20 crore in someone's account. Bring here. 20 can see 50. Bring here. 50 can see 100. Bring here. 100 can see 150 or 200. Now you need to understand. Okay, you continue. I'll just wash my face because that's what I'm better. Fine. But understand. It is very easy, very easy concept to understand. And I am explaining in the most simplest language ever. Now you have to understand one thing, what is happening over here. If I have just 10 rupee and I need 50 rupee, no lakh, no thousand, nothing. 10 to 50. 40 rupees difference, not big of a difference. Not a big of a difference. I can get it like this. But understand one thing. What if here is a 10 crore and I want to reach 50 crore? 40 crore is a difference. A huge difference it is. Right? Now, you saw the retailer chain. From 10,000 to maybe 100 to 200 crore. I gave you an example. A chain I gave you. Right? A complete chain. From 10,000, that is a beginner level, to an advanced level guy, like an expert guy who is here. For that 10,000, he is only watching. For that 10,000, everybody in front of him is a rich person. Right? But a rich person knows that there is always someone ahead of him, which he needs to capture. For poor people, every rich are same. Same, they are rich. But for the rich people who is maybe at 10 crore, he knows there is always another richer person in front of him. Right? So this is the retailers, ranging from poor to rich to richer to richest. A range. Okay, retailers. Cool. Now understand this one thing, that retailers are none other than us people. We know our mentality. We cannot risk our own money. If it's someone else's money, we won't even think of anything and we will just close our eyes and we will take a trade. But if it's our money, we don't risk it. Right? So retailers have this one mentality that, for example, if they have 10 crore, which is also a very, very small range, like 10 crore for retailer, maybe only, let's say 10% of people. If 100% is a retailer, only 10% of people may be having 100 crore as a capital in the trading. Not in the bank account, I'm telling you, in the trading. Okay. So out of that 10 crore, they don't invest complete 10 crore. The retailer's mentality says that invest 1 to 3% only for one single trade, not more than that. If you invest more than that, that is basically risking your money according to them, which is fair as well, because we are understanding it because we know their mentality and we can know our mentality. So if I have 10 crore, I cannot invest directly 50%. If I lose 50%, this 10 will become direct 5 crore. And I know one thing for very sure, from jumping 5 to 10, how much effort, money, investment I required. We know the difference. That's why we don't have guts to invest 50% directly. We have guts for 1 to 3% because we know this is easy to get. Not a headache for us, not a stress for us. 1 to 3% is like fine. It's a stress but little less. 50% big stress. So we don't invest. Now, this same mentality. Hi Yash. Hello Sangeeta. Welcome to the live stream of the Chizwe platform. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream as well. Yeah. So, like I was telling you all people, now the same mentality goes in the whole chain. From 100 crore to 10,000. Same mentality is there. 1 to 3% of investment for one single trade. Same mentality. That's why the retailers are in a diverse range. Even if they are having 100 worth of crore, they are still considered to be a retailer. The 100 crore as well and the 10,000 as well. Same. This small candle. Same. Okay. Now let me just clear you one thing for all of you. Okay. You might think one thing. Okay. So, like I said to you before as well, like what was the market cap which we saw today? Market cap of the cryptocurrency was 2.8 trillion. This is the market cap of Bitcoin itself. Just Bitcoin, nothing else. I didn't include Ethereum. I didn't include overall stuffs or nothing. I just included Bitcoin. That's it. One single. Okay. So one single Bitcoin is at 2.08 trillion. Can you understand that? Trillion. Understandable. Is it understandable or is not understandable? Just tell me this one thing, because for me sometimes it is not. Sometimes it is like, what can be a trillion? What is a trillion? Who has a trillion? And how can I get a trillion? Because if you have trillion, trust me, that day itself, you quit your job, you quit everything, You spit on the government. Just do anything, bro. You have trillion. You don't have to give to anyone. You have trillion. It's not. What is not? It's not. How many? Exactly. I don't know how many zero is there in a trillion. But the time we have a trillion, obviously we won't be doing any of those things. You will never see me, or you will everywhere you will see me. There are the two situations can happen. Ek to you will never see me, or there are everywhere you will see me. So a trillion, 2.08 trillion is a market cap today's. Now, what is 100 crore for 2 trillion? What is it? Is it even an amount? It's same way like if I have 1 lakh rupee and I am giving you, let's say I'm giving you 100 rupee. From that 1 lakh, I'm giving you 100 rupee. That's it. Enjoy. Enjoy. That's it. Nothing else. From this to this feels the same way. If I have 1 lakh and I gave you 100 rupee, enjoy, bro. We won't feel anything if we lose 100 rupee because we know how much money we are having. So whenever this whole 2 lakh people comes together, all the retailers comes together, everybody is investing small, 1%, 2%, 3% of their capital. If we sum up each and every amount, it is still like nothing for the market. That's why we are having a very small candles. That is the reason why retailers are in the quantity. There is volume. I'm not denying it. There is a volume, but the invested money is very, very, very low. Very low. That's why small impact on the market. Because if you just understand this one thing, what is candle doing? A candle is a representation of the money and the time. In what time, how much money was increased or decreased? That's it. So whenever you see a small candle being closed, it represents that only retailers are there in the market. Only. And mostly you can see those things in the 1 hour candle chart pattern. Because 5 minute is actually, in 5 minute is small time frame. So any hike can be big hike in 5 minutes. But if you have to legitly check what is the current scenario of the, if you want to legitly check where are the retailers, where are the big players and all those stuff, then you can come to an hour and you can see this, all these small candles in the between is us. That is us making no worth in the market. We don't have a worth. A basic thing which I said to you in the starting, that market is run by who? Market is run by the people. No. According to the little realistic way of understanding the market is actually run by money. How much money you have. That's all. Let's just go back to 5 minutes to our explanation. Reset. Okay. Cool. This is retailers. The sum up average amount can be this. Can be. It can be less as well, but let's say maximum it can be this. Now understand this player. And now who is this? This is maybe, no, sure, this is government, this is crazy wealthy people, okay, not your rich, not my rich, like that rich where Elon Musk may feel that he's poor, those kind of rich, okay, like where Elon Musk is knowing that for us he's damn rich, but when Elon Musk only will know how many people are in front of him. We won't know. We can see only this guy. But this guy can see how many people are here in front of us, in front of him. So I am talking about these people. Also Elon Musk. I am not saying that Elon Musk doesn't have money. This and beyond this. Okay. Those wealthy ass people. Other than that, the institutional people. The big companies, not small companies, no very small companies, not medium size, not large, extra large companies. Understand? Extra large companies whose valuation turnover in an year can be more than 5,000 crore kind of stuff. More than. Those are the institutional people. Okay. There are pharmaceutical companies there are several types of companies who are actually making their investment, like whatever investment they had, they are shifting it from gold to the digital gold. Basically are cryptocurrencies. Okay. So these big people, whenever they have, obviously market is open for everybody. It is not like you cannot invest, you all have already this much money, you cannot invest and blah, 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 blah. No, we cannot. We cannot say no to them. Because those are the only one who is making the market go up. It's not us. We cannot do in the market. It's those people who is making the market jump from this position to this position where we take profit. Understand this thing? No. These big whales, they invest more. Minimal amount. Minimal. And this is my random guess. Okay. This will be like most minimal, or this may not be in the minimal range. Minimal will be something else, but it's just random guess. 1,000 crore. Not the capital. No capital. Investment in the market. There is rich people, they don't have the mentality of I have to invest 1%, 3%. No, they have goals. Like Meta Planet have made a very short goal that in the end of this year, they need to have more than 2,000 to 3,000 Bitcoin. That's a goal. There is no such things like I will only invest 1% of my capital. I need to save money for my children's, my future. They don't have those stuffs. They have particular goals. Like that's my goal and I'm going to be there. That's it. So similarly, all these big players, they have their own goals. Why they don't invest it completely together? It will crash the market at a same point. You will see, like, for example, I'm just telling you, just for an example. The 5 to 6 years ago, crypto market was actually at what price? Crypto market was actually at $20,000 to $40,000. That's it. Like right now point, it is at $100K. 100K according to the USDT price range. Okay. So from 20 to 100, who did it? Retailers? No. Institutional people? Yes. Because those are the one running the market. Till right now, crypto market don't have that stability. Like I told you, the stock market have stability in the market because there is not that much manipulation. The big players are not running the market in that level. That's why you cannot see a certain price hike sudden, like moving 10,000 up, 20,000 up, 30,000 up just in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. In this stock, we cannot see that. We'll see very organic, very slow growth. Sometime we can see those hike, and that is also by some news, external news. If the company has launched some new product, for example, every time when Apple launches one product in November, we will see at that period of time, in the November period of the time, we can see that the price hike of the Apple share is there. Why? Because of the news outside. They know one thing, the new product is launched, people are gonna buy, companies gain profit, the stock price will go up. Similar, in the cryptocurrency, there is no product. I mean, like, product is there for the greater future, but right now use, no. We don't have a right now use product. According to the present time, very, not even 1% uses of Bitcoin we have right now. If we are those big people, maybe, but as a retailer, as us right now, like as this small candle people, we don't have any use of Bitcoin right now. Maybe for the greater future we will have, but as of right now we don't have it. Other than gaining profit, and that too only by tracking this big player movement. Like I was telling you, in 5 years from 20 to 40,000 we have seen 100k. How it happened and why it doesn't happen in one go, I will tell you. This big player knows one thing, that they have a goal, that I want to have this much amount of Bitcoin in my wallet. I don't know how, but I need it. Same the US government, you will see US government is actually at the top thing, that they are having more than 1 to 2 lakh Bitcoins. 1 to 2 lakh Bitcoins. Bro, 1 to 2 lakh Bitcoins. Are you crazy? Even if you just give me 10, I'm happy. But 1 to 2 lakh Bitcoin they are having. Can you just imagine the wealth sitting under that one digital chip? Can you just imagine? So, these people, they don't invest like this. Because they know one thing, it's not like they don't have money. It's about courtesy. It's about not making the market crash or profitable at the same time. Extreme crash or extreme profitable. They have the money. If the government wants tomorrow that they want to buy 1 lakh coin, the whole market, right now it is standing at 104, the whole market will jump to $200k for sure. That is the thing they don't want. They don't want to show you an abnormal movement so that people will go crazy. Understanding my point? So they divide it into several parts. Like, I have this goal, I have to achieve by end of the month. Now they will decide, in Jan I will buy this much, in Feb I will buy this much, in March, and blah and blah and blah, part by part. And even there is small part of investment, not the complete part. There is small part of investment is more than the complete unity of a retailers. A complete unity of retailers is less than that single person's part investment, small part. Out of that 100%, 10, like if he invests 10 times, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, his 10% is bigger than all of our retailers sum up number. So we need to understand our positions in the market, that we are a retailers. We don't have a worth in the market. Who we need to watch? Do we need to watch indicators? No. Do we need to watch a price action? No. Why? Okay, we came to the price action thing. You understood this? Like retailers and the big players, big candles. Why there is a big candle? Because the price, the investment is so high that it has to be a big candle. Okay. And the small candle is like not depending on the volume, the investment is this low compared to the market cap, it won't have any worth. Now let's understand Gaurav Ingle. What's a fanboy? Hello, Gaurav Ingle. You understood this thing about the retailers and the big players? Understood? Yes, no, yes, no, people, yes, no. You understood, not understood, understood, not understood. Just a second, people. Okay. Let's just delete all the stuffs. And now let's understand regarding the price action. Why the price action doesn't work. Why the basic concept of price action says something else, and why the reality of price action says something else. Okay, let's understand that thing. Okay, let's go. So price action. Knock knock. Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there, Gaurang? Who's there? You. You. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! La 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 la. I love One Piece Brook song, bro. Bink seka sa na na ta na 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 na. Come back to the topic. Come back to the topic. Ladies, please come back to the topic. Like I was telling you regarding the price actions. I'm drawing the last one. Okay. So this is the first price action. This is second. And this is third. Let's make it latent, Raja. How are you people gonna show me your talent? How are you gonna show me your talent? That's what I'm gonna know. So let's understand this thing as well here at the same point. Let's have fun and the knowledge going by together, side by side. So, but I'm more interested in the latent one. So let's just pause it for here. I'm more interested. Let's make it latent. How can we make it latent? Any ideas? Any good thoughtful ideas? Because latent, there would be like someone has to perform. Other than me, you cannot see anybody. So how you will perform? I can be the judge if you want, but how are you gonna perform only verbally? Question mark. Woo! No. You perform, yes. What do you want me to perform? What you want me to perform? That's the thing. It's the thing. How we will, like, do you have any games idea that we can play game where yeah, but even if I show you my screen, then the answers will be there. We cannot even play scribbles where I'm just drawing something. Judge, where I am just drawing something and you're telling me what it is and blah blah blah. But if I just open a scribble, you will know exactly the word over it, because it on my screen it will be written. So it's better we get back to our topic. I mean, like, trying is a good thing. I'm not saying I want to try something new here, but what can we try? What can we do? Okay, you guys don't have any ideas. I don't have any ideas. Nothing is gonna work over here with just a chat until unless I show you something on YouTube which I don't want to do, which I cannot even do. So it's fine. Let's get back to the topic, people. The first thing, as the price action, we have seen that this is an uptrend. Okay, this is an uptrend. You can see the market took resistance, market took support, market took resistance, market took support. What changed over here in having the resistance and support? How is it different? The difference is the price. The difference is a level. And you know one thing, level सबके निकलेगी. So over here you have seen that market took a support little down. In the current scenario, the market took support little above. Okay, so this made a concept of an price action, uptrend price action. This was supposed to be high, this was supposed to be low, but this high is actually higher than the previous high. That's why we call it higher high. And this low is actually more upper than the previous low. This we call higher low. HL, HL, HH, HL. This is also HH, HL, HH, HL, HH, HL. Yes, you watched any horror movie? Horror movie. Recently, I haven't watched any horror movie. The last horror movie I watched was a series, The Haunting of the Hill House. Epic one, but that was actually great series to watch. It was good. Haunting of Hill House was the last thing I watched. Before that, I am excited for the Conjuring part. The new part is coming for the Conjuring. I was excited for the Nun, but the Nun didn't play well. The Nun was like, they made a demon, like the demon got defeated by how? They spit on her mouth. The nun got spitted on her face. The blood of Jesus was in the mouth and she just spit it on the demon's mouth, and that's how she died. La la la. But someone has spoiled it too much. No, I was talking about the nun. The nun. I hated how they killed the demon. I mean, like, you could have killed it in a more greater way. Something, at least do something. You want to spit and kill it? Really? Really? Half of the Indians are spitting on the road. And that's the way they thought, like, we will kill the nun villain in that way. And we'll just spit the red shit out of the mouth. Have you watched you probably haven't watched, so it's fine. So this higher high, this becomes our one price range. And it says whenever we see higher high, it is correction, not Indians, it's work. Okay. Like, there are no South Indians who are spitting on the road. Are you saying me that? I can show you millions, not millions, I can maybe show you hundreds, thousands of South Indians who are actually also spitting on the road. Okay, so it's not just the Vadakkans, it is also both sides. Okay, if you want to find the culprit, we can find it on the both side. It is not like all the South Indians, they never ever spit. Come on, grow up. I think you know the Black Magic Raja. If you know, I would love to know. Huh? If you know, I would love to know. 90% of really, yeah, nah, yeah, play only, yeah, play that game, play the blame game now. Yeah, play the blame game here. 90% of the Black. Raj, but by the way, Gaurav asked a very nice question. Do you know black magic? And if you know, how may I can reach to you? And we can make a deal of something. And what kind of black magic do you do? Is it just like that needle thing that you are paining someone? I do know black magic. How do you think I got such good boyfriend? Damn, bro, you blackmailed your boyfriend? You performed a black magic on your boyfriend? What kind of black magic do you get? Because according to me, the black magic which I know from the movies is just like there is a black doll. We stab these small needles and that person will get hurt. That's the black magic for me. Is there the manipulations as well in the black magic? Like making him in control or something like that? Are we sure? Is it true? Damn, the chat's getting scary now. You have your boyfriend's small unit also. Yes, manipulation plays a bigger part in black magic. How do you do it? Do you have your cult or something? Are you part of any cult? Are you part of something? Are you from Bengal? Are you from Bengal? I just want to know. Are you a Bengal South Indian? What kind of South Indian is it? A Bengali South Indian. मैं तो नहीं सहता. Same bro. Nobody will सहता. Nobody will suffer the same, bro. Blessings. R.I.P. Rajdarshini's boyfriend. Black magic. Sometimes crying makes it more. Damn, bro. Damn. This is the true feminist. Truth. The real. मैं जानता हूँ ये लड़की बंगाली है. Yeah, this is a true face of the feminist. Sometimes crying is the most effective. This is a true feminist words coming out of the true face of feminist. A feminist knows when do they switch back to being a sympathetic person to being that you're like, I am feminist, I am independent. They know how to switch. मैं जानता हूँ ये लड़की बंगाली. मैं भी जानता हूँ. I too know this girl is from Bengal. गौरव ड्रॉ दोज इमोजीज. वो रसगुल्ले की इमोजी ड्रॉ कर ऐसा पानी छूटते हुए दिखेगा उसके मुंह से. Okay. But damn, bro. Nice. Very nice. I think if your boyfriend says this today, you are maybe gonna have a fight or something. I don't know. Just don't let. Yeah, bro, to manage and cope up with such kind of men in life, you have to learn all the tricks. But men knows when you are doing the tricks. Actually, men knows when you are actually doing what genuine and what not genuine. We are one step ahead. We just we don't have that much sensitivity in ourselves. We neglect it. Chill, bro. It's fine. And we neglect it. And don't let these things be watched by your boyfriend. or maybe it's a breakup day for you. I don't think mine knows. Mine is dumb. Nice. Yeah. If he's dumb, then go for it, bro. Dumb people are not meant to be alive. For according to me, dumb people should not be alive. Either you are dumb, you be drunk like those Down syndrome people. Like, give me your money. Like those kind of people you be. Other than that, you so cringe. Okay. Okay. If you are dumb, be like the Down syndrome people, or else don't be alive. Straight. Okay, let's get back to our topic. I feel so. This is a price range for us, making higher highs, higher lows, and it says when we are following this one specific thing, like when we see, like for example, this is like, follow, subscribe, 100%. Like, follow, and subscribe to our channel. Follow and subscribe is the one and same thing for YouTube, by the way. Like, share, and subscribe. It should be. What? Why? It's fine. Let's So, like we were discussing regarding this, so whenever we see, like for example, if we are right now here situations, okay, the market is going on in an upward direction, that is the price action tells us that higher high, higher low, higher low is been made, and we are right now here. The current market is right now here. I will just bring it back down. Wait, the current market is somewhere here. Okay, so from now we know one thing, that according to the pattern, it will go up from here, and then again it will create a down which will be little above from this. Like according to this, the market will flow. Okay, making this pattern above. Cool. So if it is not making that thing, when we are right now over here, the usual reality of the market makes it fall down. The market goes down from here, making the connection between a higher high like this trend. I don't have tissues over here. Making it will connect like this, It will give us a trend, and from there this will change. This is still so sophisticated, this is still so easy to understand. But the reality of the market is not something like this. The reality of the market is something very different, very abnormal. And this is a sideways, you all know regarding this. Okay, so the reality of the market I will show you. This is the basics, what basic tells us. The reality of the market flows in this way. Having uptrend, then again sideish, then down, then up. Something abnormal movement they will make. We can never know what kind of trend are we gonna have and all those things. Okay, so we will never ever know what kind of trend we are gonna have according to the reality. And I will show you one thing. You will feel like I am lying or something, but trust me, let me just show you. What the fuck? Let me get these tissues. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Back. Now let's understand the market, which actually looks like. I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to draw the patterns. Okay, I'm just going to draw these patterns over here, and I will take those patterns in separate way, and I will make you judge of it, like what kind of trend did you saw from it. Is it an uptrend? Is it an downtrend? What kind of trend and blah. Wait a second. I mean, like overall, let's understand it from here. Okay, market went, came down. This is going up, came down, very small up, very small down, very small up, very small down, big down, big up, big down, a little up, a little down at the same point, little up, little down, little up. And then straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. This is a sideways market happened over here. After that, the market went top. Create path. 1 second, people. And came down, came up. Sideways market, down, up, complete down, complete up, complete down, complete. Okay, so let's just, this is an exact representation of the graph from 20th. Okay, today's graph, today what happened in the market, that's all we have taken. Now I'm just gonna take this, put it here, and take this and put it here, nothing else. Arey yaar. Okay, so this is the price action, the reality of the price action in front of your screen. This is actually how the market will look every day. You can never guess what can come next, never ever, and there is a reason to it as well, which I will explain you. Hello Hope, hello Meme Coin, welcome to the live stream of the Cheesy platform. Thank you so much for joining it. Thank you so much, all the people who are there on the live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream. Means a lot to us. Thank you so much. Okay. Cool. Now, like I was telling you, can you just understand what happened in this? What happened over here? Somewhere we can see the uptrend, major swing, little sideways, exact like instant drop, instant pickup, then very abnormal uptrend over here. Then again the uptrend didn't justify himself, it gave a little low down, and then again instant jump up, instant jump down, instant jump, little low. So you can see how abnormal a market looks, how abnormal the market looks in the reality. In the book it looks very clean the market looks in the books. Or in the like if you go and search regarding the market and blah blah stuff, it will look very clean at that point, but it will look very bad at the time, like very abnormal at the time of the real. Like nobody can guess the price action and enter in the market. Nobody will know when this up can go the extreme down, and even that downtrend is not justifying a downtrend or something like that. Okay, so if I just have to make you understand, first the market had to go up, came down, extreme up gave, major swings happened over here. Major swing is at a very high speed market fall, at a high speed market rose. Major swing happened over here, came little sideways this market, again dropped a lot, from there again a major high, major swing we see, a little attempt to be uptrend, like higher high, higher low we could see it, and it broke. From here it should have been here, it broke over here. At the time it gave a little lower, people thought what, that now maybe as an uptrend, like pencil, yes, as this thing is an uptrend, higher high, higher high. It didn't make this. it made a little. People thought like now maybe a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, a downtrend they can see. But did you saw those? No. A exact extreme high, again conquering every of those high, extreme drop exactly at the same level where the market was before, and from there a little bit of extreme like abnormal higher highs. From here, this was the extreme high, this was a little low, this was again low, representing what? A downtrend, because it is making lower lows, lower highs. Okay, this is one high, this high is less than the previous one, lower high. This is a low, this low is actually greater than the previous one. What is this price action? Can you understand this? No, you cannot. After that, it tried to make some uptrend movement, again exact drop, little sideways market, again exact gain, and all. You can see such an abnormal movement. In this way, how you will understand the price action? Is it understandable? At any point of scenario, is it understandable what trend it is? Yes. If you see it overall I can see an uptrend is there overall, but in the between something else happened. If I forget this between stuff, this, then overall I can see yes, a market has went up. But I cannot forget this. I cannot make this go vanish. It is the market. This is how the market is working. If I am entering at this point, I will believe it's a downtrend because this is making two lower lows at the same point, two lower highs at the same point, indicating me that it is gonna be a downtrend now, right? So it becomes hard. And here as well you will see like it is an overall, if you check, it is a downtrend. But we cannot just check overall because we are entering here. We are not entering at the line. We are entering somewhere here. From here, if we see an extreme hike, it affects our psychology and will make us think that this is gonna be an uptrend from here. So it becomes very difficult to understand why this is happening. I will tell you right now. What is the reality over here? Let's just delete everything and we'll come back here. The reality is, whenever you can see one thing for very sure, wherever there is an abnormal movement, you will see it is not made by these small candles. Us, retailers, can never make an abnormal movement. Retailers can never ever make a major swings like this. We cannot make the price drop instantly from one point and make it reach highest to a one point. We cannot do that. Okay. We are not the one who is doing this. Who is then? It is the big players. Like I told you, the big candle people, 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 the big candle people. Wherever a big candle people is saying there is an uncertainty in the market, uncertainty they create those stuffs. They will make sure that the retailers don't understand what is actually happening in the market. and they all people will be just like in an confused state, which is the best way or a state of mind of the retailers for the market to take advantage of you all people. If you are confused, you will take very random trades, not very thoughtful trades, and you will think in this way like, yeah, it is what my brain is saying, a very random situation is having, I am taking a random situation and all those things. You have, you know, this indicator, right? What is this indicator making? This lines, these are inducement, basically stop hunt. Stop hunt is like where the market actually grabbed a lot of liquidity. This line had a potential place of lot of you people stop loss over here. Every lot of people had a stop loss over here. That is a representation of this one thing, that this line told you that a lot of people entered over here and they all took their stop losses. The market took their stop losses all because of this moments. Now wherever you will see, wherever there is a small candles, you will see that every small candle is actually following the trend. Higher high. Like just remove this thing from between. Again the same. Little higher high. You can see they are going slowly above. This is the thing which creates uncertainty with big players. Okay. Even here we'll watch. Sideways market happened here first. This was a sideways market. After that they decided, retailers decided that we will go up, but then they didn't had a strength, so they came down. Such a simple movement. It is not even moving from a lot of price range. Very small price range the market is moving. But then big player will enter, sudden up of the market. The strength required for all these people can be taken from just 3 candles. Just 3 candles. They made so many candles over here. Just 3 candles took all their strength. Came down. Small candle making their organic growth. Sudden fall given by the big player. Sudden rise given by the big player. These small candles follows the organic way. The organic movement of the market is this. This is an organic movement. This is how an uptrend should look like, or this is how an downtrend should look like, and this is how a sideways should look like. An organic. This big player are the one who makes it very uncertain about the market, so that we cannot know what kind of trend we can have. That is an issue over here. Understood? Cool. That's why I wanted to give you a little bit things like whatever you love learning in the in your book is not actually what it follows. It's very complete opposite, which you need to understand how manipulative the market is because of these big players. They trick people. Like whenever we see a sudden great candle like this, obviously people will think like it will continue. People will go for the selling side, and then from here a lot of buyers will come. Big candle came for green side as well. They bought here. All people's liquidity is bought from here. A lot of people stop loss has been hit just because of this uncertainty which they create in the market. Now let's start a live trading session. I explained you much more. Yesterday I forgot to explain you one strategy which I wanted to explain actually. A very easy, very simple strategy. I will tell you what that strategy tells you about. Okay, let me just zoom it, because it requires each and every candle. Okay, that candle says one very simple thing. Understand the market little overall, like what kind of trend a market is having overall. Because you are gonna do the majority of trade on that side and minority of trades on the other side. So understanding where is the majority of, what is the majority of the trend and what is the minority. Majority, we can see this is a major downfall of the market. That means major downtrend. But in between we can see uptrend as well. Very small uptrend, very small uptrend as well. It's not like the whole trend is a downtrend, not a sudden fall. Like this is a sudden fall. There is no chance of uptrend over here, right? But comparing to all these things, there were chances, like a little bit over here. Okay, this is a sideways market, leave the sideways market. A little bit over here, little bit over here, little bit over here. So 2 to 3 times you will get an opportunity of having the market of earning money from an uptrend as well, like minority trends. So what that trend says, what the strategy says, very simple strategy. You don't need to know any indicator. You don't need to apply any indicator. You don't need to know the supply zone, demand zone, nothing. This is like the beginner strategy, I will tell you. Like that kind of simplicity in the strategy, which is like nothing. Strategy says, first you need to understand same thing. Out of 10 trade, risk reward ratio will be 6:4. 6:4 will be there. This is a general. It can be 8:2 as well. But one thing is for very sure, that the loss you are gonna face will be very less. Cost to cost loss. Cost to cost loss means, for example, okay, this is my buy line. Like whenever you click on the buy line, you have this one dot line, and where there is a buy situation, and it will tell you how much profit you are and how much loss you are in. I will just show you the live example. This is a paper trading itself, so I can show you. I bought it over here. This is my buy. Okay. So at this point, as the market is going up, my stop loss is, where is stop loss? Come down, bro. Okay. So this is my buy position and my stop loss is just below that. Just below that. What is my stop loss over there? It's nothing. This close my stop losses. Cost to cost cutting I am doing. Like if I am going to have a loss, I'm just going to have a loss of, if I'm entering with whatever specific XYZ amount, and my loss is just 15 USDT. That's all. I'm entering in the amount of, what is my profit margin over here? Order executed. See, I got stop loss, my stop loss got hit. But what was my, create a new trade order. Okay, 8,000 was my margin. 8,000 USDT was my margin, and out of that 8,000 I lost how many? Just 15 USDT. That's all. Cost to cost. If you are having loss, it is totally fine. You can have another things as well. Like you can re-enter in the market. What this strategy says, I will tell you that thing. You understood what is meaning of cost to cost? My cost was exactly there, and my stop loss was very nearby, like very close to my stop loss. Even if it's hurting, even if it's hitting, I am not going to have a major loss. Very minimal loss I'm going to have. So this indicator says that first you will draw 2 lines on whatever candle is happening. Okay, here it is little right now big player has entered, so obviously the strategy won't work completely. That's why I'm explaining with a little past. We will do it in the live as well. You don't have to worry about that, but for understanding, let's understand for the past. Okay, so first example, it says ki draw a line on any candle. It doesn't have to mean like you are drawing on a peak. Any candle, random candle, like maybe this candle, 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 any candle, just draw 2 lines, one on the edge, one on the low. Wait for the other candle to cross whatever side. If it's crossing above, that will be your uptrend candle, and red, that is green candle. If it's crossing below, that will be your red candle, right? After that, after crossing this, if it's crossing down at the close point, make your line closing I'm saying, okay, not the L, closing point. At the closing point, you make your candle. Okay, if you want to make, if the lower wick is not that big, like something like, if the lower wick is not this big, then it is fine, you don't have to, you can put it on the close. But if the lower wick is too big like this, then you don't put, you put on the close only. But right now the lower wick is not that big, so it is fine. I put it, sorry, it's not here, it's here, yeah. I put on the lower wick. After that, whenever the candle is crossing this lower wick, I enter in the candle for sell side. I entered, my stop loss will be what? My stop loss will be, I entered from here, this candle's half size will be my stop loss, very close. Once it came down, it gave us closing over here, I got profit, candle to candle profit. Next candle, I will watch the same. I will make this thing. I will wait for it to cross down. I will continue my trade. If it's not, I will remove my trade. Okay. I entered at what position? Here. Right. It crossed down. So I entered over here. I saw that candle came down, but again it went up. So I took my trade off. From this to this is my profit. Again, I will do the same thing. I will put these two lines. Once it crosses down, I will enter in the market. Once it reaches to the topmost point, either I have two situations right now. Either I will wait for the next candle to form, make it close down, my trade continues, or whenever it closes, I take my profit from it. Small amount of profit, but you can just remember one thing, that how many candles do we have? Each candle will give you profit, each candle. Now you will say, where is the lost stuff? I will explain you where is the lost stuff. You understand the strategy? Strategy is very same, very simple. Just put two lines, wait for it to cross, enter the market. You entered, take a profit till the point you see like, yes, this candle will not be extreme up. At the time of extreme up, even if it goes extreme up, you know where is your stop loss. You trail your stop loss in that time. This candle closed, your stop loss was right here. You bring that stop loss close and make it on this thing. Candle to candle stop loss. This candle closed, stop loss is not hit, fine. Wait for next candle. You didn't take your trade off. Here, the trade is still going on. It came down. Now you bought your stop loss. For example, if it was here, you bought the stop loss right here. Trade is continuing. This candle made. This candle didn't have that much of a strength. So you are a little worried, like what is going to happen, blah. You wait for next candle to close down. It also closing down. You got your stop loss from down. One thing you will realize, that you have actually entered over here. And even your stop loss, if it's hit, you are still having a profit. That is the most simplest simplest strategy I can ever tell you. Candle to candle, shift it. This candle closed. If it's going more close, shift your stop loss. Going more close, shift your stop loss. You shift your stop loss on the each candle's edge. Now where can we get loss? At such kind of situations. Till now we were having a rally. My stop loss is somewhere here. Okay. My stop loss is over here. I am waiting for this candle to close down, but it didn't close down and it didn't even hit my stop loss. So I am hoping that it will not hit. It will not hit my stop loss. But the next candle itself hit my stop loss. My trade is off. I have to enter the trade again. Now I will put the same thing. Yes, I will put the same thing. The lines on the H and the L. Wait for the other candle to close above or the close down. If it's closing above, I will enter for the buy side. I entered for the buy side, but overall the situation is what? Majority is downtrend. Minority time you will get a situation to earn money. Like if you entered over here and then you see like this is where the candle is closed, but the next candle was not that much, and you have put your stop loss at the point of entry or little above. Little above you will have a very minimal loss. At the point of cost to cost entry you won't have loss. Very simple, very simple, very simple. This is the strategy which I wanted to tell you yesterday, by the way. Yeah. So let's just, if you want, we can take 2 to 3 trade according to that candles pattern. Let's go on higher time frame. We see the market in little higher time frame over here first. Overall, a downtrend situation is what we can see. Overall. Market has made a new high. 107, it has reached from 105, 107, and from that we had an extreme supply zone over here, which it is actually following right now, because the next thing we saw from that zone exactly, we can see that the market has taken a supply, right? It is now heading toward down. Most probably the market will try to come on this zone, a strong demand zone, most probably. But my guessing is that the market will jump rather than coming down to hold 102 region. The market will jump from an higher region, or the region where they are right now. But right now situation tells a lot about a sell side. Like they are actually sitting at a lot of supply zone, the previous supply zone where we were having those stuffs. The market was just falling. 104 it reached fall, 105 it reached fall, 104 it reached fall. We are at that zone right now where sustaining at 104 has become very hard, because the previous supply zone was very strong at this region, very strong at this region. If we see a recent time, on a change the setting. I don't want 0. This is okay. This is even 1. I don't want 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. I want to change it to dark blue or make it white. White is fine. Make it white. Make it white. Make it white. And make this white. Now I don't want background at all. I don't want it left, I want it right. Okay, so this is a region, and you can clearly see at the right now point I have taken the extreme low of the market and I have taken the extreme high of the market. Like the last high of the market was at 107 and the last low of the market was at 102 last. Okay, if I have to take, there are extreme more last as well, but the recent last I am calculating. From that, if I plot my Fibonacci, I can clearly see one thing, that the market is trying to take support from 0.5. This is a range from where we can see, like I told you, this is a golden ratios of the market, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. High chances that market can take support from this level, high chances. And right now, according to the 1 hour situation, we can see that the market is at 0.5. High chances that it can take support over here. High. 0.5, 0.6 will be the one of the most high chanced market where we can actually take a support. So let's just wait and analyze this more further in the lower time frame. I have created my demand and supply zone according to the reality of the market, the recent. This is a recent demand, recent supply. Because see, I am not saying that previous supply, previous demand doesn't work, but there are high chances that the market will respect the recent one. High. Like I have told, like before one time when I was doing for this 107, I told you there are high chances for the market to touch the 107. Why? Because I believed that the January 2025 supply zone will work over here, and it worked. If you go and check my previous 2-day live stream, I have made a supply zone at the Jan 25 supply zone over here, and exactly that supply zone was respected in the market and the market fall down. Yash, how are you? I am good. I am good. Thank you so much for asking. I am good. Okay, so this is the thing which we have to understand, that the recent one is this, and you can clearly see recent supply. Exactly at that point the market tried to come and took another supply. Maybe there is an extreme situation that again the market will come and this supply will be that strong supply, because you have clearly seen the 105 zone was a very strong supply zone. Like you can clearly see this one. Yeah, we saw this stuff multiple times. The market tried to cross this. Multiple times the market tried to cross above to break in, but lot of the time failed. Multiple time fail. Couldn't sustain. Strong resistance point. Now this exact thing maybe we can see for 107 zone, or you can also say 106, like almost 107 and 106 kind of range. Okay, you can clearly see those for here as well. So I'm just gonna draw this, and I'm just gonna draw this recent supply and recent demand zone. High chances the market can touch, fall back again to check the supply zone, or maybe from between also it can check. It's not necessary that once the market has crossed the supply zone, it will try to touch the demand zone. It is not necessary. Sometimes they also have a midway approach. They will try to approach, they will try to retest himself. From there, if they fall back, high chances that it will touch the demand zone again, or they will try to touch it multiple times. Exactly same way what happened here. Multiple times. The supply zone, the demand zone was somewhere very down over here, right? But multiple time when it was touching the supply zone, one time it touched, didn't came down, it went up, didn't came down, again went up, didn't came down, again went up, didn't came down, again went up. So it is not necessary for a market to come to the demand zone. But whenever this scenario happens where multiple time the supply zone has been hit, a strong downtrend we can see, creating a strong resistance, creating a dominance of sellers. A dominance of sellers we can see in that scenario. At one place, at one supply zone where we are trying so long to cross that path, but we cannot, that makes a dominance of sellers, not to the buyers. Understood? Cool. We'll go to the lower time frame to analyze if somewhere over here we can find one. Like, see, at this point I can find this is one of the let's say the demand zone, but I want to see it on the lower time frame, because on the lower time frame I can see this demand zone very clearly. So let's just go on the little lower time frame. 45 minute is fine. 45 minutes. Let's just go on 45 minute. Even on the 45 minute, it is a big candles, but in a very small period of time. Slow. Compared to the strength of the sellers, the buyer's strength is very broken over here. I'll just come in a minute, guys. Okay. Somewhere here is a supply zone. That's why we can see a big candle forming at a zone of this. Here as well the same we saw, very like in a very part way. It was not a one big candle. Still, let's analyze a little back scenario. This was previous Jan scenario, Jan. But on Jan, more than in the range of 104, more than the supply, sorry, more than the demand, supply is a lot there. That's why we are facing too many things to cross over. We can see multiple supplies been pointing out, but very less demands, somewhere. Even if I go to the back to Jan to find any demand zone or to see something, you will find out very less. Even here the peak time, no supply, no demand zone. So whatever is gonna happen, that's gonna be happening the new. We have to rely on the recent, because in the back of the time we can see supply zone being a lot there, and we have already identified a supply zone, so we don't need multiple backside supply zone as well. What we are in need of is a demand zone. One we have here, but one I need near my market, because that's what I told you. Try to identify the supply and demand zone which is near your market, so that you can take a trade very easily. In 4 hours we are having a sideways market. We are not having a good trend or anything. It's a very sideways market we are having. And true supply is here. That's the true supply. Sorry, true demand according to 4 hours. I just shift to 30 minutes or something. Yeah, see, this is what I wanted to identify. One red candle, and after that one big green candle came, which makes our zone of a demand over here. Let's just put this in 30 minutes. I could see it. That's why I tell you, like, if you cannot see a demand zone in higher time frame, try to grow one step lower, so then you may finally can find it. Okay, that's my demand zone. Cool. Small demand zone. Let's go in 15. Can you see this head and shoulder pattern as well? Shoulder, shoulder, head. And on that neckline, after giving breakout, it is going up. How? This is the one of the thing which I didn't told you about. I will tell you little later. We have so long time. I'll tell you. हाँ जाके मन में कर जिंदगानी है. On 15-minute. Sharp your things. Strong supply. Done. Let's go check more in 5 minutes. We have taken a recent recent demand. We are nearly to take this demand as well. Supply, we can face a supply situation over here. We can face a supply situation over here. These are the key points we have to look for. One is this won't matter this much. I don't think this will matter this much, but yeah, here this is a very strong supply point, which is also a very strong demand point. A clash between demand and a supply. Demand, supply. Nice. Active zone. Active, very, very active zone. Let's draw that zone. Because we need the quick targets. I cannot wait for the market to go till here. I get limited period of time. So in that limited period of time, I need I need small targets. So this will be one of my target. Okay, this is not, yeah, but it's a good demand zone, bro. From here exactly to time the market try to touch and cross this. Let's see. Let's see. Market has just made a little swing scenario. Went up, came down. Went up, came down. Swing in a very small scale, but if you make it a little larger, it is a swing. Why we are not having inducement stop? This is not any buy signal, sell signal indicators. Okay, this is just, it is there to tell me where the market grabbed the maximum liquidity. This is not something, this indicator is not a crossover indicator where it will give you a buy signal, sell signal right now. It is simply there to tell me at what place the market actually grabbed the liquidity. These are the places where a lot of people's stop losses were there, which the market grabbed. So it makes me kind of aware of what is a possible way the market can take liquidity, at what possible way. आजा के मन में यही जिंदगानी है, कैसे तूफान है. I took this demand from where? Maybe 30-15 minute. Coming down. Coming down. This is extreme. Oh, this is a recent one. Okay. फिर ठीक है. I entered for the sell side because I obviously know where it is trying to go. Here, so I entered. Very small profit I will grab, $700, and will go. Till that point the market will reach, I'm very sure about it. Don't tell me this is a demand zone where I did a mistake. A demand zone. A demand zone. Was it a demand zone? Is it a demand zone? What happened? Have patience, people. Going up, going up, going up, going up. The demand here, too big. I didn't see this one. I really didn't see this before. I thought this is the only one and it will come down. If I would have checked this thing which is over here, I would have never done this. Hey, you big brother. us on the carpet to take it on the dun, 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 dun. I gotta see you with the wet dress on, Fatri. Let's cancel our trade. This is gonna go in an opposite direction. From 0.5 the market has taken as support. I showed you in the 1 hour situation the Fibonacci was at 0.5 right here and it has taken support from there, but not a great one, but yes, it has. At same that level we are facing this thing. Can we see this ranging market right now? Maybe we will, yeah, maybe we will see this ranging market right here. Zigzag, and breakout or break in. Let's see. Come on, small profit from the ranging market. Might take profit. अरे यार, that's my take profit. That's all. First we did mistake, now we made our range. We just need to focus this. Shouldn't have seen it. Very close to hit our target. No reversal at this point. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? This is out of syllabus question. Nice. Nice. Come on. These are the unpredictable stuff I'm talking about. Sometimes it becomes very hard to predict the market. Before it was ranging, now it did the breakout. After breakout, if I go for buy situation, the sell situation will start happening because the supply zone is also here somewhere. Extreme level is here. Less extreme level is here. Making longer upper wick, rejection, trying to hit all the stop losses. Yeah, see that this is the reason why I didn't go for buy side. Creating uncertain scenarios. Good hike, good come down, good hike, good come down. But the one thing is this has become a new good demand zone. Very uncertain market. Go thorough. Book over here. Maybe a little sideways sit here and again try to go up. The recent demand zone. Last 15 minutes. Bye bye. Let's cool. Let's go. Let's go. Market is not gonna make a move. We have to make a move. We have to rush to our houses now. It's time. Let's go. 2 days holiday. I'll be enjoying. You also enjoy. I'll come back to you on Friday. Deal done? Good. So, again, thanks so much for everybody who joined this live stream. And I really appreciate all those people coming by. But do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Today, the market was very unstable. Lost 2 trade. But it's fine. That's why I didn't enter for the next try. Okay? So it's totally fine. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Not tomorrow. I'll see you 2 days after.